It's maximum exposure. If you ever want to get a racehorse really angry, pull the saddle strap around his groin real tight. And here's what happens. The more he bucks, the more he's in pain. And this angry mount's gonna make somebody pay. This guy? Nope. Her? He's heading for the baby stroller. And he just plows over it. Let's go back and take a slower and closer look at the baby carriage being trampled. The horse busts through the railing, nearly levels a spectator, and then takes aim on the stroller. Check this out. The horse actually leaps to get over the carriage, but its rear legs clip the carriage on the way over, sending the stroller and the mother crashing to the ground. Amazingly, the baby and mother escaped without injuries. The horse is looking for new targets. Listen to the advice of the track announcer.
Stay as still as you can and don't run.
Yeah, right, buddy. Easy for you to say when you're hiding out in your private box. Check out this guy. He's in a panic because he just bet the family farm on this horse to win. Finally, a couple guys in the crowd grab a hold of the reins and slow the horse down. No one was hurt, but the horse had to be treated for a really sore groin. Speaking of groins, you want to know the best way to get 30 stitches to the groin? Take your kid to feed the kangaroos.
I'll get stiff.
Yeah, for good reason. Bo and his parents were feeding the kangaroos at a national park in Australia when he saw one go totally ninja on his dad.
He grabbed hold of me with his two front paws. The rest of his body came up onto my lap, and his hind legs were kicking away, trying to, I presume, damage me.
Again in slow motion. Those hind legs are just shredding Sean's groin. One more time. Sean wanted to whip out his wound. Whoa, that's more than we care to see, buddy. But we did agree to look at his face gash. And if his face looked this bad from one punch, you can only imagine what things look like below the belt. That's an animal striking back with a vengeance. You're about to see a sight few people have ever lived to tell about. Crocodiles and alligators have a style of killing that's all their own. It's called the death roll. Pay close attention and you'll learn how it's done. These are Nile crocodiles, some of the most bloodthirsty you'll ever find. They usually kill about 70 people a year, probably sever the limbs off hundreds more who are lucky enough to survive. These dudes are lethal. You don't even see them coming. They'll sneak up on you and have you for lunch before you have time to scream help. Now here's how they perform their death roll. Step 1, they quietly stalk their prey. In this case, it's a video camera attached to a long pole. Step 2, they take aim, open their jaws real wide, and attack, burying their razor-sharp teeth into its victim. Step 3, time for the death roll. The croc starts wildly spinning around in the water, shredding its victim as it drowns them. Now, in case you missed it, here it is again. Stalk. Attack. Roll. Our advice? Don't mess with them. Now you've seen the death roll, here it is in action. It's mating season at an alligator farm, and these two horny gators have the hots for the same gal.
Love is in the air.
And when love is in the air, that can only mean one thing. Pain ain't far behind. One of the males starts for the water, possibly to get himself some gator lovin', when the other grabs him by the leg and does the death roll. Again, and this time listen closely. The crunching sound you hear, Those are bones breaking. Now, before you send us any letters, this is normal behavior and the alligator's bones will heal, okay?
Unfortunately, folks, this happens in the wild, and this is nature.
And don't send us any letters about this either. Set to music, it looks like this. Remember, no letters, please. These elephant seals are probably not much different than the guys you may know. The leader of the pack gets all the women. So, what's that mean? A lot of frustrated male elephant seals. These guys' only chance of ever doing the deed is to have one of them pick a fight with the leader. And while the leader's off defending himself, the others can start hitting on his harem. Sound like some of the behavior you've seen at bars? Here's the dominant male. Let's call him King. Challenging his manhood is this guy. Let's make up a name for him. Okay, what do you say we call him Marlon Brando? While these two blubbery gladiators slug it out in the surf, word is out. Score! The other males waste no time making their move. Whoa, back off, buddy. Oh yeah, it's a love fest out there. King will protect his harem to the death. Marlon and King beat themselves bloody. Meanwhile, it's a mating frenzy on shore. Marlon is losing his battle to dethrone King and capture all his females. Down goes Marlon, and King delivers one last blow as a reminder to never mess with him again. King might be bloody and spent, but he's wasting no time letting all the males know that the orgy is over. He's an animal that strikes back. See this poor guy? There's a monster waiting for him inside that house.
Relax for me. Don't be too excited. Now, explain to me what is going on here. They said you found a huge monster in the garage.
I don't know what it is, but I mean, I can't...
All he knows is that it growls, it hisses, and it's his job to remove it.
All right, don't open it now. Show me what door it was. That door there?
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
What did you see?
It was just... What I saw, just teeth.
Big teeth.
I mean, big teeth.
Okay.
You know,
All right, tell you what, why don't you stand right here, and I'm going to open the cabinet and see what you saw.
Oh, God.
Well, just relax. Now, did you have any pet food in here that would attract an animal?
Yes, we do, because we have a cat, and as a matter of fact, we can't find our cat.
Okay.
And I mean, we don't know what it is, and we don't know where our cat is.
It was in here, you saw,
Yes.
and the door was open a little bit?
Yeah, the door was open.
So you kind of slammed it and ran for your life.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
The family cat is missing. Isabella is terrified. What evil lurks behind that door? And would you open it for a measly $75? Well, Todd will.
That is a huge possum.
Oh, my God.
All right, I'm going to try to grab him and pull him out of your cabinet unless he bites.
That's right. Todd's gonna try to catch this angry marsupial with his hands. Who says there's no heroes for kids to look up to these days? Yep, so much for possums playing dead. Todd's got his monster. Now the question becomes, did the possum eat the cat?
It's in a cage.
No, the cat was just hiding until it was safe to come out.
He's an old boy. He's not afraid of nothing.
Nothing, that is, except a monster possum that wouldn't play dead. Hunter Lynn Chestnut knows how to attract deer. And if that don't do it, this bottle of elk urine certainly will.
It kind of kills your smells, you know, so you want to get that on you really good, you know. And they can smell your breath, yeah. But it didn't really bother me because I could think, oh man, this is gonna make good movies, you know.
Good movies? Heck, this is a great movie. Look at that deer try to stomp that smile right off of Lynn's face.
I'd throw my hands up around my face and I'd be rolling on the ground and trying to protect my face because that's the part you worry about the most, you know.
It seems clear that Lynn has already taken his fair share of blows to the head along the way. Lynn's getting the camouflage kicked right out of him.
He was hitting me hard. He bruised me all up.
But there's a part of him that really seems to be enjoying it. Just how whacked out is this guy? That's his wife behind the lens, and he gave her very specific instructions.
He screams at me. He says, I don't care if it kills me. He says, just keep taking the pictures.
Lynn finally had all the deer whooping he could stand for one day and dragged his sorry, battered, urine-stained butt and headed for a tree.
And I figured he's going to get me right in the butt with horns. I could feel it before I got to the tree.
No such luck.
I went back and he never showed up again, so I guess he'd had enough.
Enough of Lynn? Nah, you can never get enough of Elk Urine Boy. So Lynn, your performance made you a star. What do you think of that?
Lord kind of looks after the ignorant, you know.
Hey, been thinking of getting yourself a pet lion? Well, this family in Pakistan has one. You got a lion, nobody breaks into your house. Neighbors come over to play with it, and friends pose for pictures. Because kids just love them. It's a tug-of-war jungle style. The lion has him by one arm. His friends have him by the other. The powerful beast starts to drag him away. But wait, his friends look like they're gonna free him. The struggle continues off camera. The boy finally breaks free. There's no long goodbyes here. These kids fly out of that house in slow motion, so you can see what turned this kitty into a kid muncher. Now watch this kid closely. The others are petting a lion, and this kid stumbles and falls onto him. That's when the lion freaks. Now, if you're still thinking about getting your own lion, we can get you a really great deal on this one. This is just one of Thailand's many national pastimes. Throw a couple of poisonous snakes on the ground and try to bite them before they bite you. The crowd loves a winner. They love a loser even more. Here's one. Guess where this guy's about to be bitten? Shoulder, face, head, ear, arm, elbow, ankles, toes, wrist, knees, neck? Nope. That is 4 feet of slithering trouble. Mr. Snake in My Pants tries everything he can to shake it loose. There's not much he can do except wait until the python has had enough of him and lets go. Here's that attack in slow motion. The snake takes aim, and it's feeding time. It's nasty when a snake strikes back. Our motto is, you can never get enough great white sharks. This creature's so much fun to watch. They ought to just create the Great White Shark cable channel. Now tell me you'd ever get tired of seeing this. Or this. Or this. Heck, you can just set this stuff to music and let it play. Some guys actually get in the water to film these killers. Oh yeah, they're shark experts. This guy's filming the shark when the shark decides it wants a piece of him. Whoa, that was close. Let's go underwater to see the attack from the expert's point of view. Let's see that again in slow motion. And watch how close this guy comes to getting his head munched. How rare is this footage? Let's just say that if you ever run into a great white, this will be the last thing you ever see on Earth. If that ain't enough to scare you out of the water, this will. That's a seal sunning himself and relaxing in the water. And that's a seal being eaten by a great white shark. Again. Seal relaxing. Seal being devoured. The ultimate killing machine moves on.